If you want to see something really cool right here in hand reflexology in ancient Chinese medicine, this correlates to one of the most important parts of your brain, your pituitary gland. And I'm going to give you a quick 30-second technique that will make you feel high naturally, release stress, and raise your vibration. And when your energy is raised, you can shift what you're attracting into your life. So this is a very quick technique to do exactly that. Before we dive into this technique, let's just go over a couple big ideas. And the first is that your brain's more powerful than Big Pharma. So before I show you how to do this technique, let's understand how your brain can actually get high naturally. And normally when people talk about getting high, they're referring to the effects of different chemicals or substances, whether it's alcohol or marijuana or hard drugs or anything in between. But your brain is a master chemist. It's more powerful and it's safer than Big Pharma, and it's capable of producing all those feel-good chemicals on its own. And I admit, when you hear the term like getting high or getting high naturally, it's not as exciting as going and getting a pill from Big Pharma, but the euphoric feeling that mothers get thanks to a bunch of hormones that kick on, or that kind of like giddiness you feel from sometimes getting sleep deprivation, or just when you feel like you're in the zone, those are all natural highs, and they're proof that your brain and your body is actually equipped chemically to feel amazing. And that's what big idea number one's all about, that your brain is better than Big Pharma. And that leads us into big idea number two, which is, what are these happy chemicals? And there's four main ones. And first is dopamine. So imagine you're playing your favorite video game and then you just beat the new high score and you're like, yeah! That's dopamine celebrating in your brain. And then second is serotonin. And so this one's like having a really good friend in your head and it's telling you that you're very important and everything's going to be okay. It's a feel-good one. And then third, you have oxytocin. That's the love hormone, because it pops up when you hug someone, when you play with a dog, when you're being touched. Women release a lot of it when they're giving birth. And then you have fourth for endorphins, and that's the superhero of the brain. It's swooping in, it can block pain and save the day. It makes you feel awesome, puts you in the zone, and you're like, yeah! You get it when you're exercising, when you're laughing a lot and having fun. And the problem is that your brain is conditioned to only release these chemicals when good things are happening in the world around you. So it's like the brain's happy chemicals are on a prescription basis that's only released in response to something good that you're experiencing in the outside world. And the problem is that we need a reason to always feel good. And that's how most of us live, in a state of reactionary stress or joy to the world around us. But when you do that, you can't raise your vibration. When you can't raise your vibration, then you don't have a powerful enough energy to use the law of attraction to manifest the things that you want in your life. So this technique is bypassing that feedback loop so you can start controlling your mind, your brain, and your energy now. And that summarizes big idea number two. It's time to create and strengthen your own energy. And that's what leads us into how to actually do it. So if you're ready for the magic, a way to take your brain back and your mind back and your energy back from the world, it involves energy meridians and hand reflexology points. That goes back to ancient Chinese medicine, and it goes thousands and thousands of years. And now modern science has also shown that all the cells in your body are just energy too. Now, there's a very specific center of your brain, your pituitary and your pineal gland, right? Those are super important. And when you can activate the cells in that releases all types of chemicals. And it seems like this will just kind of be a little silly, unimportant technique, but if hand reflexology is correct, this is a very important hormonal center of your body. And what's crazy is that neuroscientists have shown that with just little tweaks from those chemicals that are released from your pituitary and your pineal, you can make melatonin, serotonin. You tweak it again slightly and you have benzodiazepines, which are the suppressants of the survival centers in your brain, which is why a lot of people get hooked onto drugs like Xanax and anti-anxiety drugs. They're just artificial knockoffs of the real things going on in your brain. And then if you tweak those chemicals just a little bit more, you have DMT, the most powerful hallucinogen known to man, which is how people have these profound spiritual visions without any drugs, near-death experiences and all these transcendental things. So when you have a rush of these chemicals working in your brain, it's like a rush of energy that's kind of like having an orgasm in your brain. If that sounds pretty good, you're gonna wanna keep watching. So basically this technique is a way to activate the pituitary so that you can really take control of your own body, your own emotions, and your own chemicals. So if you begin by understanding that hand reflexology shows us that this area is linked to the pituitary and the pineal, then you can raise your own vibration. So you just take these two fingers of your hand right here and you squeeze the nail bed just like this, and you hold for 10 or 15 seconds, and then you move to the outside and you keep breathing while you're doing it. And if you really actually focus on doing it, you do feel your nervous system kick down in the process. And you may kind of feel a decompression in this area because that's the parasympathetic nervous system kick on, which is relaxing all the little muscles in your face and your body. Your jaw may finally just like stop clenching, or maybe you furrow your brows and that's where you hold tension. So you're gonna feel the parasympathetic nervous system kick on, and that's what lowers cortisol levels. And so you just move back and forth 10 to 15 seconds. While you're doing it, breathing, switch to the side, 10 to 15 seconds. And whenever you need a quick reset, you can just drop for 60 seconds, focus on your breath. And you may need to do this once or twice so that you get out of your head. But if you slow down and do this, you will feel your nervous system kick on. And this is a great way to reset, to get your mind focused back on what it is that you intend to create in your life and the energy you want to project into the universe. If it doesn't work for you the first time, go ahead and just give it another try. And when you get out of your mind, you'll feel that click. You'll feel the lightness that starts to drop into your forehead. And you realize that the power to control your own vibration is literally at your fingertips. If you enjoy this video and you want more quick techniques, I have a series on EFT tapping. And right here is a quick tapping technique to help you activate your pineal gland and your third eye. You can watch that here. If you enjoy this video, give me a comment down below that says I love this video. Hit the like, subscribe, bell notification, and check out my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below.